To what it is, it's your boy getting the GGC. We are back with another Good Morning Drive where we talk about various things. And as I wish y'all a good morning, whoa, and maybe give you guys some insight on or some inspiration on, on your Monday morning, Tuesday, whenever I decide to do this Good Morning Drive thing. Yeah, so hold up, trying to concentrate, don't want to crash. What's up, fam? Yeah, so good morning, drive. Good morning to you guys. It is now Monday, February 17th, and it is cold as hell this morning, 32 degrees. Yesterday was surprisingly warm. It was like 44, 45 degrees, and it was windy. I was working last night, doing my Uber thing, and yeah, it was a weird night, right? Really, a lot of good orders. It wasn't that cold out, and it was really, really windy. It had rained the night before, and the night before was a wild one for your boy, and I'm gonna tell you all about that in a second. But yeah, it was an interesting night. Yeah. Before we get started, please like the video if you like the video. Subscribe. I got a hella lot of content coming at y'all. We're gonna talk about ESG football this morning. We're gonna talk about my wild weekend, and that's it. Mostly talking about ESG football. As soon as I get through this little bit of a story about what happened on Saturday. Before we do, good morning, great morning. Uh, this often. How about now? Do you hear me now? Sound check 1 2 1 2. Do you hear me now? That's a first that this thing didn't work. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thank you for pointing that out. All right, you can hear me now. Thank you. I really appreciate that. If there was anything I could give you guys, I totally would. So I was talking about my weekend, right? And I'll paraphrase it. And then I was going to get into ESG football as soon as I was done with this quick story. To push out my drive, push out the Good Morning Drive. Good morning to everybody here. Nobody heard me. The first 20 minutes or 10 minutes I was talking. Thank you for letting me know that it was no sound. But yeah, so I'm working and I parked. I was working my Uber side hustle, and I parked. Somebody hit my car while I went to go get something to eat. I'm like, dog, I can't even open the door how bad the damage is. The front side driver fender was all bent up, bent into the door, so I couldn't even get into the driver's side. And I'm big. I'm like 6'1", at least 200 and I don't know, 248 pounds, right? So I'm a big guy. So me climbing through the passenger side to the driver's side, oh, that was no bueno, bro. No bueno, bro. So that was a bummer. That's what killed my Saturday. Called the cops. There's a camera. Hopefully they catch the dude. And yeah, man, it was a bummer. And again, as I said, but nobody heard me, is that my Good Morning Drives is dedicated to positivity, right? And that's what this is, episode 52, Good Morning Drive. Good morning to everybody out there. I was like, the only thing that kept me sane was like, you know what, dog? It could be worse. It could be worse. You could have gotten into an accident where you caused all damage, and it could have been more damage. I think I got lucky that it was only the driver's side fender that was like messed up. And when I say messed up, there's only one scratch to the metal to that. It was just bent up. So I was very fortunate about that. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this type of practice, but there are people out there that have a legit business where they are mobile auto body mechanics. I saw this guy, shout out to Abe. He came through. He runs a business. He has like 2 shops, but he also hustles on the side. And he came through and he hooked it up. If I showed y'all a before and after of my car, y'all would be like, damn, where is this guy? I might need him. What's his information? But he did such a great job. And if you look far away, you could be like, damn, I don't even know what happened. But if you looked at the before picture, you'd have been like, damn, now that's a dent right there. You know what I mean? So dude hooked me up. So I really appreciate the work that he did on my car, and the price that he came in was super reasonable. It came in under my deductible. I have a $500 deductible on my car insurance, and he came in under that. If I would have taken it to a dealership or a auto body, it would have been at least $900 to $1,200, right? And then my insurance will go up. Oh, it's terrible. It would have been terrible. But anyway, let's talk about ESG football closed beta. Oh, listen, I hope y'all got y'all ears open when I say these things now. And hit that like now. Come on, only got 1 like. Come on now, hit that like. I need a couple of likes, man. I need at least 1 or 2, maybe 3 likes. At least 2 people I know are paying attention. Let me get some likes. Dog. I only got 1 like. No, for real, it definitely helps out with the algorithms, and it allows my almost 3,600 subscribers. Not a lot, but hey, I appreciate all y'all. It helps them see the video, so please hit that like. ESG football, I'll just talk about it because we're all on borrowed time, right? ESG football closed beta. I was lucky enough to get inside of the closed beta and get inside of their private Discord where you can hear, or not hear, but you can see people playing, and it's dope too because the co-founder, he had like a stream where he was doing 4-on-4, because
The gameplay, the game that's available, or the feature that's available, is 7 versus 7. And it, when I tell y'all it's simulation football, it's simulation football. It's not any arcade craziness. And I know a lot of people are thinking, because they saw the trailer, they see the gameplay, and let me tell you, that's real gameplay that we've seen in the trailers. That's real gameplay. That's how the game is actually going to look. But people see the character models. People see how the clothing that the character models are wearing, and know that it's 7 for 7, and feel like it's a arcade game. It is not an arcade game. The way the game feels, it's a combination of NBA 2K. It's a combination of NFL 2K and a little bit of Madden. And in a good way, not necessarily in a bad way. Already, right out of the gate, the gameplay, the controls feel very responsive. You have to understand what you're doing, though, right? Right away, you can see that it's a high quality game. But also, you'll see that it's an independent game. It's not a game that you could tell that has hundreds of millions of dollars in their budget in terms of, say, graphics and lighting. They are literally making the game all on their own. They don't have, I don't know what's their developer actually working on the game, but say Madden has about 1,200 or more employees working on Madden every year with the studio Tiburon, and the budget of a $1 billion company, right? So they don't have that. They don't have that luxury. But you could just tell every bit of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears is going into the gameplay. The gameplay, when I tell y'all, ESG football is addicting to play. I wanted to play that game all weekend long. Of course, family wouldn't permit it, time wouldn't permit it, and they only have the beta open for 60 or so people. And when you have only 60 or so people playing your game, and it's an all online game, you couldn't necessarily play 1 versus 1 the computer, right? So you had to wait for somebody to search with you. And since everybody has different schedules, and I think that there's some people who got into the closed beta, they didn't know that they were in the closed beta, or they weren't able to really enjoy the game. It was kind of hard to find a match. But what's awesome is the end game. I don't know if I can talk about that, but what's awesome, they have a very active Discord. You'll say, hey, anybody want to run a game, and 7 times out of 10 somebody actually might reply within the Discord and play. So I think that's good. Online is working pretty damn good, right? There's some things, of course, they got to iron out, but online is definitely working right already. This game, on a quality level, if they released it right now, would still be very impressive, right? There are some things, of course, that they got to work on, but for the most part, I'm loving. Getting your boy. I am loving this game. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm saving a lot of that for when I actually really break down in a real video. Because I don't count this as a real video, right? I count this as just me driving to work and talking to y'all. But listen when I tell you, ESG football, the hype is real. Your boy, I was addicted to playing the game. It sucks that I can't play it again until they have another closed beta, and hopefully everybody that got in before is still going to be in the closed beta. But the hype is real. The game is only going to get better. I see areas where they're going to get better, and the depth of this game is going to be amazing. Already the ball carrier running and how the game feels when you're running is already like ready to go. Like they got some things I haven't seen in a football game, right? They got some cuts that are very natural, right? That it just feels like it's a lot of weight. And don't get me wrong, it's a physics based game. It's not a 100% physics game like say Backbreaker. Backbreaker was 100% physics, right? The steps, everything. You could trip and fall. This game is not that. It's 100% physics based, meaning all the animations that they captured, they had physics in mind. They do have a physics engine, obviously, because the way these tackles work, you could tell that speed and momentum is calculated. This game is good, y'all. The game is gonna be good. Again, I don't like Madden, right? I don't like that game, right? Because of a lot of BS that happens. The budgets that EA does have don't put it towards gameplay, right? And you could just tell. But this game right here, you could tell they put a lot of gameplay, a lot of budget to their gameplay, if not all their budget to gameplay. And I'm loving it. I really like it. I think the game is fun. It's easy to pick up, but hard to master. The playbooks is extremely deep. Extremely deep. When I tell you on defense, they have countless plays. On offense, they have and I'm talking about, I've only played the 7 versus 7, right? I played the 7 versus 7, and the playbooks are crazy deep. Crazy deep. I can't believe all the plays that the offense has. I can't believe. I mean, I saw pulling offensive. It was only 3 offensive linemen. It's 3 down linemen, 3 or 2 down defensive players. And I can't believe how I saw pulling guards pulling guards or tackles, whatever you want to call them. Screens, play action passes, and it's all strategy. You know, you have to have players that are good at what they do, good at blocking. You got to have players that are good at running routes, right? And mostly I play 1 versus 1, and the 1 versus 1 is so well done. Even the I saw 4 versus 4. It wasn't competitive because it was one of the developers, the co-founders, Ray Million, and I hope I said his name correctly, but he has a squad of people that he was playing with, I guess on the last closed beta, because it's the second closed beta, and they were wrecking shit because they knew how to play the game. They knew exactly what to do, and they were wrecking anybody that came through. And how the game was, I think I can mention this, but okay, I'll say this: if you are a 90, you're gonna play against 90s, right? If you are in the 80s, like 83 rating, right? Your player that you create is an 83. You're going to play against all 80s. You're going to matchmake against all 80s. So with that being said, you are it should be very competitive. So I don't know what ratings these guys were versus the developer and co-founders team ratings, but they were getting stomped. Like, ratings really matter, and that's dope as hell. That ratings matter. I didn't see a whole bunch of BS like you see in NBA 2K. You know, but yeah, this game is going to be the truth. I'm predicting right now, clip it. I might even make this my own little short, but I'm gonna say right now, I'm predicting ESG football is going to send shockwaves to simulation sports games. It's going to send shockwaves, right? Because they're not trying to necessarily nickel and dime you. Yes, what Jurisco said, shout out to Jurisco, there's an area where you could buy currency to buy attributes, you could do that. But when you match make, you're only going to play against those players. It's not like, oh, I'm going to soup up to a 90 or to an 85 or whatever the case is, and then play 60s. That's not going to happen unless you squad up in their pro-am area where you could talk to other people and say, hey, go ahead and squad up, we'll play against you. No, that you're not gonna have that for the most part, because people aren't going to play that mode. They're going to play the head-to-head. A lot of people are going to play the head-to-head. That's where you're going to get most of your currency points. But anyway, ratings really matter. And as I said before, they have 10,000 or so animations. So you're going to have all different types of spins, jukes, and I hope that these animations are tied right directly to your attributes, and you can't unlock them depending on your rating. Or if your ratings are good, the faster and more devastating these moves are going to be. But that's all. I'm going to wrap it up right here, y'all, about ESG football, because I got to save some for the video. And I hope, and I really, 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 really hope that, well, not that I hope, I already know that the developers, they got their they got their ears to the streets. They know what they're doing, and this game is just going to get better. And I was addicted playing the head-to-head 7-versus-7. It was crazy fun, crazy competitive. Your boy got stomped and mopped up. Yeah, that happened too. But I also did some stomping my damn self. But yeah, I wish I could show you guys gameplay. I can't wait for y'all to see some gameplay. Game is looking good as hell, and I can't wait to play some more. I can't wait for the next closed beta, because it's going to be even more people, and it's going to be easier to get games on, and it's going to get better and better and better, 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 better. I can't wait. But anyway, it's your boy Gadden. I'm gonna wrap it up right there. Hope you guys continue to have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. Hope today is wonderful for you. Remember, I'm gonna be making a video tonight, and I'm gonna be releasing it tomorrow around 6, 7-ish, maybe even 8 o'clock. So check out that video. We out of here. That's all I got.